Good evening to all. Myself, Dr. TV Nagaraju, and before going to the Python programming, first I will give you the content that we are going to cover throughout our sessions. Once you understand the content, then it is very easy for you. Okay, what are the topics that are covered? What are the topics that are going to be covered? You will get the complete idea. Okay. I request all the participants first to mute yourself, and in case if you have any doubt, you can unmute and ask the doubts. Okay, you can unmute or ask the doubts. So in the this is the starting session. First, I will give you the complete idea. After completion, I will give you some time for asking the doubts. Okay, first to understand what are the contents that we are covered. After that, we entered into Python. Okay, now. First, what are the contents? Starting with an introduction, the basic. If you are moving to any language, any subject, the basic point is introduction. Introduction in the sense simply, what is Python? Why Python? That means we have many programming languages are existed in the real world. But why we are selecting Python only? Now, what are the different features of Python? How to install a software for executing Python programmings? What are the different flavors of Python? All the basic things that are required for entering into a program that is discussed. Once you understand the complete basic information related to Python, next, we immediately enter into programming. So, immediately it is not possible to write a program. For writing a program, you need to learn some basic concepts. Directly, it is not possible to write a program. You need to know some basic concepts. What are the different basic concepts? Like identifiers, keywords, indentation, comments, and the main important data types. Again, this data types is categorized into multiples. Numeric data type, that is integer, floating, complex, Boolean data type, etc. etc. We will discuss whenever we are moving to the topic. So once these data types are completed, now you understand the some basic principles for writing a program. Generally, if you are writing a program, I will explain from the scratch, no problem. Why? Because most of the members are from non-IT. I will explain from the scratch. Even you don't know anything, even you don't know basic points, I will start from the definition of the program, no problem. Data types, after that input and output. So for a program, two important things are input to the program and output produced from the program. How do we read input to the program and how do we produce the output? So I will explain these two, input to the program and output to the program, along with different type conversions, along with different type conversions. Okay, after completion of this one, we discuss different types of operators, different types of operators. Okay, so up to this, one part is completed, one basic part is completed. That means by using this one, we can write simple programs, we can write very simple programs. Now, after completion of, remember, for each and everything it is in a practical point, not in the theory. For each and everything, each and every minute thing, we are writing a program. Once you understand this one, immediately I am moving into control structures. Control structures. Here three types of control structures are there. One is decision making, second one is looping, third one is jumping. Again under decision making different, under looping different statements, under jumping again different types. So here very deep point, that is decision making, looping, jumping. Suppose coming to decision making, you have simple if else ladder, nested if. Coming to loops, while loop and for loop, while with else, for with else, jumping, break, continue, pause, all the variations of different control statements are discussed. By using these control structures, we can extend the level of programming compared to previous one. Once this module is completed, we can extend the level of programming. Okay, once you understand these two things, now we immediately enter into the heart of Python programming. Very important. String, list, tuple, dictionary, set, frozen set. Set, frozen set. Okay. Okay. 1 second. Actually, this is both English and Telugu. Most of the students asked Telugu also. Parallelly, I will explain the concept in Telugu. No problem. See this one. First, the control structure completed. Now we will discuss the most important thing. First one is string, list, tuple, dictionary, set, and frozen set. So here we will discuss these things in detail. In detail means how to create a string, what are the different functions, that is different methods available in the string, what are the different operations that are performed on the string, like this list to tuple, dictionary, set to frozen set. So we will discuss all these things. Okay, so I will speak in Telugu. సో అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తామంటే ఫస్ట్ మనం ఇంట్రడక్షన్ టాపిక్స్ మొత్తం నేర్చుకొని సమ్ బేసిక్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత వీ విల్ రైట్ ద సింపుల్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్. ఇది కంప్లీట్ అయితే మనకి కొంచెం నాలెడ్జ్ వచ్చేది. బేస్డ్ ఆన్ దట్ పర్టికులర్ నాలెడ్జ్ వీ డిస్కస్డ్ కంట్రోల్ స్ట్రక్చర్స్. వన్స్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ ద కంట్రోల్ స్ట్రక్చర్స్, మీకు కానీ కంట్రోల్ స్ట్రక్చర్స్ టాపిక్ అర్థమైతే మనం ఇంకొంచెం కాంప్లెక్స్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ రాయొచ్చు. అవి కూడా అయిపోయిన తర్వాత పైథాన్లో మెయిన్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఏంటంటే ఇవ్వండి, ఇవి చాలా రోజులు పట్టి, ఇవి మనకి చాలా ఎక్కువ టైం కూడా పట్టింది. ఇవి మనం కంప్లీట్ చేయగలిగితే మీకు పైథాన్ 90% యు ఆర్ రైటింగ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ బై యూజింగ్ పైథాన్. నేను ఏ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఇచ్చినా పైథాన్లో మీరు రాసేయగలరు అనమాట. ఇది ప్రతి దాంట్లో చాలా ఉంటాయి. అవి కంప్లీట్ అయిన తర్వాత అవర్ నెక్స్ట్ టాపిక్ ఈజ్ ఫంక్షన్స్. ఫంక్షన్ అంటే జస్ట్ ఒక ఫంక్షన్ డెఫినేషన్ ఇచ్చి వదిలేయటం కాదండి. సో వీ విల్ డిస్కస్ మెనీ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇన్ ఫంక్షన్స్. సో అంటే ఏంది ఫంక్షన్, ఏంది ఫంక్షన్, ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేస్తారు, వాట్ ఆర్ ద డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్స్, డిఫాల్ట్ ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్, పొజిషనల్ ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్, కీవర్డ్ ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్, వేరియబుల్ లెంత్ ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్, కేడబ్ల్యూ ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్స్, డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ వేరియబుల్స్, లోకల్ వేరియబుల్స్, గ్లోబల్ వేరియబుల్స్. ఓకే, అండ్ ఫంక్షన్ లోకి స్ట్రింగ్ ని ఎలా పాస్ చేస్తారు, లిస్టులు ఆల్రెడీ ముందర నేర్చుకుంటున్నారు కదండి. ఇవన్నీ ఫంక్షన్స్ మీద ఎలా అప్లై అవుతాయి, ఇవన్నీ నేర్చుకొని వీటితో పాటు 3 అడిషనల్ ఫంక్షన్స్ ఉంటాయండి. మ్యాప్, ఫిల్టర్, రెడ్యూస్. సో సమ్ అడిషనల్ ఫంక్షన్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఈ 3 అడిషనల్ ఫంక్షన్స్ ఎలా ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేస్తారు. ఓకే, వాటితో పాటు నెక్స్ట్ టాపిక్ ఏంటంటే లాంబ్డా. ఇది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ టాపిక్ అండి. లాంబ్డా ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ ఎనానిమస్ ఫంక్షన్. లాంబ్డా ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ ఎనానిమస్ ఫంక్షన్ అంటారు. తర్వాత రికర్సివ్ ఫంక్షన్స్. ఇలా ఫంక్షన్స్ గురించి మనకి చాలా టాపిక్స్ వస్తాయి. ఎందుకు అంటే మీకు ఫంక్షన్స్ అర్థమైతే ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ అనేది సింపుల్ అయిపోయేది. ఇది రైట్ నో మీకు ఇప్పుడు తెలియకపోవచ్చు, మనం లెవెల్ బై లెవెల్ వెళ్ళి దాన్ని ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేస్తుంటే మనకు అర్థమైద్దండి. ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేస్తుంటే మనకు అర్థమైంది. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు మీకు ఫంక్షన్స్ కూడా ఒక ఐడియా వచ్చేసింది. జనరల్లీ ఇవన్నీ ప్రొసీజర్ ఓరియంటెడ్ అంటారు. పైథాన్లో ఇంకో టాపిక్ ఉంటుందండి, ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఓరియంటెడ్. నో ప్రాబ్లం, ఇప్పుడు జస్ట్ సిలబస్ నేను ఏ టాపిక్ బిగించేయట్లేదు, మీకు ఏం అర్థం కాలేదని ఫీల్ అవ్వద్దు, ఏ టాపిక్ బిగించేయట్లేదు. ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఓరియంటెడ్ ఇంకొక 5 minutes సిలబస్ క్లోజ్ చేస్తాను, అప్పుడు టాపిక్లోకి ఎంటర్ అవుదాం. ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఓరియంటెడ్కి వచ్చేసరికి మనం క్లాస్ అంటే ఏంది, క్లాసు, ఆబ్జెక్టు, ఎన్క్యాప్సులేషన్, ఇన్హెరిటెన్స్, పాలిమార్ఫిజం, అబ్స్ట్రాక్షన్, కన్స్ట్రక్టర్, ఇలా డిఫరెంట్ డిఫరెంట్ ఉంటాయండి. సో వీ విల్ డిస్కస్ ఆల్ దోస్ థింగ్స్ అండర్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఓరియంటెడ్ ప్రోగ్రామింగ్. After that, we will move to the concept of modules. Means what is a module, how to create a module, what are the different modules that are available. ఓకే, సో మాడ్యూల్స్ మనం ఎలా యూజ్ చేయాలి మన ప్రోగ్రామ్స్లో, ఎందుకు అంటే ఇప్పటిదాకా చెప్పిన అన్నిట్లో కల్లా ద మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ టాపిక్ ఇది. ఎందుకు, మీకు నెక్స్ట్ చెప్పబోయే దాంట్లో మీకు అర్థమైంది. మీకు నెక్స్ట్ ఇంట్రడక్షన్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు మాడ్యూల్ గురించి ఇస్తాను, అప్పుడు మీకు అర్థమైపోయింది. సో ఇక్కడ నేను కొన్ని మాడ్యూల్స్ యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాను. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మీకు కొన్ని మాడ్యూల్స్ చెప్తాను. ఓఎస్ అనే ఒక మాడ్యూలు, ర్యాండమ్ అనే ఒక మాడ్యూలు, మ్యాథ్ అనే ఒక మాడ్యూలు, రెగ్యులర్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ ఒక మాడ్యూలు, ఇలా డిఫరెంట్ మాడ్యూల్స్ గురించి మీకు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ వీ విల్ మూవ్ టు ద కాన్సెప్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఫైల్స్. ఫైల్స్ని పైథాన్ ప్రోగ్రాంలో ఎలా యూజ్ చేస్తారు. నెక్స్ట్ సీరియలైజేషన్, సమ్ అడ్వాన్స్డ్ టాపిక్స్ అయ్యండి. సీరియలైజేషను, డీసీరియలైజేషన్ ఎలా యూజ్ చేస్తారు. నౌ ఎక్సెప్షన్ హ్యాండ్లింగు, గార్బేజ్ కలెక్షన్, అండ్ ద మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ డేటాబేస్ కనెక్షన్. అంటే మీ పైథాన్ ప్రోగ్రామ్కి ఒక డేటాబేస్ని ఎలా కనెక్ట్ చేస్తారు, ఈ రెండింటి మధ్య కమ్యూనికేషన్ అంటే ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ రిట్రైవల్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ బిట్వీన్ from the database by using Python program. We will discuss that one, database connection. And one other important advanced topic is multi-threading. Finally, network programming. Actually ఇవన్నీ టాపిక్స్, ఇవన్నీ మన బేస్ పైథాన్ టాపిక్స్. ఈ అన్ని పైథాన్ టాపిక్స్ మీరు నేర్చుకున్నట్టయితే మీ యు ఆర్ 100% ఎలిజిబుల్ ఫర్ మూవింగ్ ఇన్ టు ఎనీ డొమైన్. అంటే ఇవన్నీ నేర్చుకున్న తర్వాత మీ ఇష్టం వచ్చిన దాంట్లోకి మీరు వెళ్ళచ్చు. అంటే ఇష్టం వచ్చిందంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంది? సో సింపుల్గా చెప్తాను, మళ్ళీ తర్వాత డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం. ఇప్పుడు పైథాన్ని మనం పైథాన్ అంటే ఒక్క ప్రోగ్రామ్ నేర్చుకొని జాబ్ ఒకటే కాదండి, మనకి డిఫరెంట్ డొమైన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఇప్పుడు అందరికీ తెలుసు మిషన్ లెర్నింగ్ ఉంది, ఐఓటీ ఇంటర్నెట్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్స్, సైబర్ సెక్యూరిటీ, ఇలా ఫుల్ స్టాక్ పైథాను, ఇలా డిఫరెంట్ డొమైన్స్ ఉన్నాయి, అంటే డిఫరెంట్ ఏరియాస్ ఉన్నాయి. మీరు ఏ ఏరియా కావాలంటే ఆ ఏరియా చూస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. బట్ ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళాలి అన్నా ఇప్పుడు నేను చెప్పిన టాపిక్స్ అన్నీ మీకు కావాలండి. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఏదైతే కవర్ చేస్తున్నానో ఈ టాపిక్స్ అన్నీ వస్తే అక్కడ నుంచి మీరు ఎటు కావాలి అంటే లేదు, నేను ఓన్లీ పైథాన్ మీదే జాబ్ చేసుకుందాం అనుకున్నారా, ఇవన్నీ నేర్చుకొని పైథాన్లోకి వెళ్ళచ్చు. లేదు నాకు ఓన్లీ పైథాన్ కాదు, నేను ఇంకా అడ్వాన్స్డ్ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్, మిషన్ లెర్నింగ్ నేర్చుకుందాం అనుకున్నారా, మీరు మిషన్ లెర్నింగ్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ నేర్చుకోవాలి. బట్ అవి రావాలి అన్నా మీకు పైథాన్ రావాల్సిందే, ఏవి రావాలన్నా పైథాన్ రావాల్సిందే. దానికోసం ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేసామంటే మన కొత్త సిలబస్లో కొన్ని యాడ్ చేసామండి. మనం రెగ్యులర్ వాటితో పాటు ఈసారి ఏం చేసామంటే కొన్ని మాడ్యూల్స్ యాడ్ చేసాం. నంపై మాడ్యూల్స్ అంటారు వీటిని, ఏందో చెప్తాను. నంపై, పాండాస్, మ్యాట్ప్లాట్లిబ్, ఈ 3 అనేది చాలా 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 ఇంపార్టెంట్, వెరీ వెరీ మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ మాడ్యూల్స్ ఫర్ డేటా సైన్స్ ఆర్ మిషన్ లెర్నింగ్ ఆర్ డేటా అనలిటిక్స్. ఈ ఆపరేషన్స్ అన్నీ చేయడానికి ఈ 3 మాడ్యూల్స్ వస్తాయండి. నేను ప్రతి మాడ్యూల్ని క్లియర్గా, అంటే జస్ట్ మాడ్యూల్ అంటే ఏంది క్లోజ్ చేయటం కాదండి, మీ ప్రతి మాడ్యూల్లో ఏమేం ఫంక్షన్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఏంది అనేది చాలా క్లియర్గా నేర్చుకోవాలి. ఎందుకు నేర్చుకోవాలి అనుకుంటే ఇవి నేర్చుకున్న తర్వాత నేనేం చేస్తున్నాను అంటే అన్ని డొమైన్స్ మనం చెప్పుకోలేం. మీరు పైథాన్ నేర్చుకున్న తర్వాత మీ ఇష్టం వచ్చిన డొమైన్ మనం సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. బట్ రైట్ నో పైథాన్ మెయిన్ బూమింగ్ ఎక్కడుంది, మిషన్ లెర్నింగ్లో ఉంది. అందుకని నేను ఏం చేస్తున్నానంటే మిషన్ లెర్నింగ్ అల్గారిథమ్స్ చెప్తాను, అంటే పైథాన్ ఒక్కదాంతో వదిలేను. సో మిషన్ లెర్నింగ్కి వెళ్తానండి. మిషన్ లెర్నింగ్లో అల్గారిథమ్స్ చెప్తాను, అట్లీస్ట్ ఒక 2 to 3 అల్గారిథమ్స్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ డెసిషన్ ట్రీ అల్గారిథమ్, కేఎన్ఎన్ అల్గారిథమ్ ఆర్ ర్యాండమ్ ఫారెస్ట్, అలా డిఫరెంట్ అల్గారిథమ్స్ ఉన్నాయండి. సో నేను కొన్ని ఒక 2 to 3 అల్గారిథమ్స్ చెప్తాను. ఓకే. అల్గారిథమ్స్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు మీకు మిషన్ లెర్నింగ్ కూడా తెలిసిపోయింది. వన్స్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత నేను అట్లీస్ట్ ఒక 2 ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ చేస్తానండి రిలేటెడ్ టు మిషన్ లెర్నింగ్. ఎనీవే వితౌట్ మిషన్ లెర్నింగ్ పైథాన్‌కి సంబంధించిన ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ మనం ఎలా అయినా చేస్తాం. ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ దాంట్లో ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఆస్పెక్ట్ లోనే చేస్తాం. బట్ మిషన్ లెర్నింగ్ నేర్చుకున్న తర్వాత ఒక 2 ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ చేస్తాం. ఇంకా క్లియర్ గా చెప్పాలంటే మనం మీరు బీటెక్, ఎంటెక్ చదువుతున్నారు అనుకోండి. లేకపోతే డిగ్రీ కానీ మీ ఫైనల్ ఇయర్ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ లో పెట్టుకోవచ్చు ఇయి. సో అలాంటి ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ ని మీ అంతటా మీరే ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేస్తారండి. అలాంటి 2 రియల్ టైమ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ ని హెల్త్ కేర్ కానీ బ్యాంకింగ్ సెక్టార్ కానీ ఏదైనా సరే హౌస్ ప్రిడిక్షన్స్ కానీ లోన్ ప్రిడిక్షన్స్ ఎక్సెట్రా ఎక్సెట్రా ఏదైనా మనం ఒక 2 to 3 ప్రాజెక్ట్స్. సో లిమిట్ ఏం లేదు. 2 నా 3 నా 4 అనేది లిమిట్ ఏం లేదు. ఒకటి నేను చెప్తాను మీరు ఒకటి చేస్తారు, రాకపోతే నేను ఇంకోటి చెప్తాను అలాగా. సో అంటే కంప్లీట్ గా మిషన్ లెర్నింగ్ ఆస్పెక్ట్ కూడా కవర్ చేస్తాను. ఇది మన సిలబస్. అంటే ఆఫ్టర్ పైథాన్ డిఫరెంట్ డొమైన్స్ ఉండొచ్చు కాబట్టి మనం ఇది కవర్ చేస్తాం. ఇది మన కంటెంట్ అండి. ఇప్పుడు కంటెంట్ లో ఎవరికైనా డౌట్ ఉందా? ఓకే. సో ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ ఇప్పుడు నేను పైథాన్లోకి ఎంటర్ అయిపోతున్నాను. ఇంకొక హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ సీరియస్గా వినండి. హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత అప్పుడు మిమ్మల్ని డౌట్స్ అడుగుతాను. అంటే మీకు ఏమన్నా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే అప్పుడు మీరు అడగచ్చు. నాకు ఒక మెసేజ్ వచ్చింది. కెన్ యూ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ మోర్ ఇన్ ఇంగ్లీష్? ఎస్. Actually, we completely speak in English, but some of the students ask Telugu also. But our topic is in English. But after completion of the English, again we will move back to Telugu also for some students. Anyway, after completion of some set of classes, you will understand because generally programming languages we are using English general scenario. Okay. Will you cover Django? Will also real? Yes, we will do the projects in real time scenario. So Django, according to our syllabus, Django is not there. Django is the additional topic that comes under web framework. That comes under frameworks. So in our Python, Django, we will not cover Django. Anyway, that is another course. Okay. Now I will start the session for Python. Okay, ready to enter into the Python. Clear? After completion, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Before entering into Python, first I will give you some basic definitions. The first one is what is mean by program. Program is simply a set of instructions. Program is simply a set of instructions to do a task. Suppose I given one task to you. To complete the task, I written multiple statements. By completing the multiple statements, if your task is completed, that is called program. Once you know the program, next one, you need to know the definition of software. What is mean by software? Software is simply set of programs. Software is simply set of programs to complete a task. What is the difference between program and software? Understand the difference. Generally, a program to do one task. The software means the collection of programs to do an activity. For example, right now I opened the paint. This paint is a software. This paint is a software. Okay, here observe home button is there. This is one program. Or observe here pencil, this is one program. Fill with color, this is one program. And text, this is one program. So pencil, the task of pencil is only for writing. The task of fill color is only for filling. And the task of eraser is only for erasing. Like such programs are combined together, the software paint is formed. The software paint is formed. Okay, generally in the real time, the softwares are divided into two types. One is application software. Second one is system software. Application software and another one is system software. What is mean by application software? Suppose the software industry develops some softwares, those are divided into two types. Application software means the software that we designed for some specific purpose. Specific purpose. For example, Book My Show. Book My Show is a software only for booking the movie tickets. For example, IRCTC is the software only for booking the train tickets. Red Bus only for booking bus tickets. Simply a software. DMart billing software, that is only for billing the DMart products. So application means a software that is designed for some specific application. System software, second category. System software means simply a software that is designed for system. That is designed for system in the sense, very simple example. Right now I am using Paint to go to meeting for explaining all these concepts, etc. Where this is Paint is an application software. Yes or no? Paint is an application software for writing some information or for painting for something. Where this paint is executed in your system without operating system. Is it possible? No. Now, operating system is called system software. I think you understand. System software means the softwares that are used to run the application software. If you have any application, the applications are run by using system software. That means simple scenario. Generally, we have two types of companies: service based companies and the product based companies. Simple difference, not originally. One simple difference: service based companies, product based companies. Simple difference is service based companies means simply they are providing some applications. Product based companies in the sense they are developing some products. For example, for your understanding, I will explain clearly. You are developing one software. You are developing right now, you are developing some softwares. The software name is ABC, which is used for some purpose, which is used for some specific purpose. But here the question is, where we are running this ABC? It is for some particular purpose. Okay, very good. Here you need to host at particular pace, you need to install, you need to execute, you need one platform. Without Python IDLE, it is not possible to execute this application. That means one person develop the IDE. Suppose software, the Python software is IDLE. One person develop that Python IDLE, those are product. And another person use that particular IDLE for developing. Use that particular IDLE for developing, or else in a very simple scenario. So right now I start some business. Right now I start some business. Suppose in the future my business is very improving. Now immediately some franchises come. Yes or no? So somebody ask a franchisee with my name. So actually here I am creating my business. That is the product. Once I created the business, somebody asked my name. So that is the service. That is, in that way, We are developing the software. We are developing either application softwares or system softwares. Okay. And next point is SDLC. After this, I entered into Python. SDLC is called Software Development Life Cycle. Software development life cycle means we are developing some software. That life cycle means the birth to death. Simple thing. The initiation of the software to until the completion of the software. What are the different stages we have? Okay. Now, under this, the first phase. So maybe the names change. Maybe the names change, the procedure is common. First, the requirements are gathered. For example, I have some company. You want some project. You want some software. Immediately you contacted me. Gather all your requirements. Immediately, what is my task? I gathered all your requirements. Okay. After this communication, after gathering of all these information, what we are doing? Simply analyzing. So internally some planning, etc., etc. there. Right now I will explain our important point. Analyze all the requirements. Okay. For this project, this is the software we require. These many number of days. These are the persons. This much amount of time, etc., etc. We are analyzing all these requirements. Based on the requirements, after based on the analysis, I am designing some prototype. Simple sense, here I am designing some architecture. I designed some architecture. Now, very important, once the architecture is completed, immediately implement that plan. Implementation. After that, next steps are testing, deployment, maintenance. Right now those are not important thing. Once the design is completed, design is converted into the real time implementation. This conversion, the design is to be converted into implementation. Here we need one language is used for converting the design into implementation. Clear? Here we are selecting the language. What are the different languages? We have not Python, Java, C, C++. Remember, originally the names are mission level language, assembly level language, and third one is high level language. The languages are categorized into three types: mission level language, assembly level language, high level language. So now I will explain one by one. Within this one only we entered into Python. First, mission level. Mission in the sense computer. Mission in the sense a computer. Mission level language means simply the language that is understandable by the mission. The language that is understandable by the mission is called mission level language. Generally, the mission or computer understand only binary language. Binary in the sense zeros and ones. That means my every program. So what is a program? Some set of instructions. Every instruction is written by using zeros and ones. You need to write a program. Every instruction is written by using zeros and ones. Then only the mission understand. But here what is the problem? It is very difficult for the programmer. You are the programmer. You are writing the program for performing one task. You are the programmer, but it is very difficult for you for writing the program. For example, I given two numbers, 2 comma 3, addition of two numbers, 2 plus 3. So my program is perform addition between 2 and 3. It is directly not possible to write. You need to write like this. 1011, suppose plus 0101, so you need to write this. Anyone can understand 2 plus 3, but it is not possible to understand, but the computer understand this one. This is one type of language, mission level language. Second one is assembly level. Right now this is not important for us. Assembly language in the sense, instead of using zeros and ones to simplify the task, they are using mnemonics. They are using mnemonics. That means add space 2 comma 3. So the statement purpose is to perform addition between 2 and 3, like this. But here also what is the problem? Multiple instructions for each, multiple operations, multiple instructions you need to remember. So generally this is not preferable for us. This is preferable for microprocessing languages. Now entered into next one, high level language. So high level language in the sense, the language that is understandable by the programmer, that is user. You are the programmer. The language that is understandable by the programmer. Generally, natural language, English. You are using the English language for writing the program. If you are using English language, anyone can understand. Any human who knows the English language can understand properly. Clear the point? So one is mission level language. We are writing the program in terms of mission understandable format, zeros and ones. And another task is high level language. We are writing the program according to user language. That is called high level language. Here, now see this one. Whenever we have an option language occurred, then depending upon the requirements of your project, you are selecting the language. Right now, I am selecting the Python language. Right now, you are also selected the Python language. I think clear. Now we entered into Python. I think you understand how we entered into Python. So to implement a project, to perform one task, you are selecting Python language immediately. First interview question. Immediately every day I'm saying the questions also. The first question is, so you said that, sir, high level language, that is we are writing Python. Python is a high level language. A programmer understand the Python language, but the mission is unable to understand. Why? Mission understand only zeros and ones. For example, right now my class is in English. Assume if I am teaching in English, if one student doesn't know anything in English, how can he understand? It is not possible to understand. One person know only Telugu. He don't know anything about English. He is unable to understand. Now immediately, what is the use of program? No. If the mission is unable to understand, in the sense it is not possible to execute the program, that is not possible to run the program, even nothing is generated. Immediately we need a translator. I think you understand. Translator means translating, that is converting one programming language into another programming language. Simple sense, converting one language into another language. We are using translator. Okay. Now what is your task? Your task is converting high level programming language into mission level language. Yes or no? Why? Your Python is high level language, but the computer does not understand the high level. Computer understand only mission level. Immediately you need one translator. Suppose one translator is there, he convert my English into your Telugu. So he is the translator. Here the name of the translator is compiler and interpreter. In the real market, we have two translators are there for converting high level into mission level. So high level into mission level. The true translator names are, one is compiler and another one is interpreter. Immediately we have the question. Sir, for converting high level to mission level, one translator is required. But why you are writing two translators? You are writing two translators in the sense compulsory. There is a difference between these two. Yes or no? Now, what is my next point? The difference between compiler and interpreter. But what is the similarity? Both the purpose is converting high level into mission level language. That is common. High level to mission level is common, but the difference is, understand, this is my program. For example, assume this is my program consists of 10 lines. If my program consists of 10 lines, how I written the program? In high level, that is in Python. Now translator, a compiler, if you are using compiler as the translator, all the 10 lines at a time converted into mission level. All the 10 lines at a time converted into mission level. Coming to interpreter, instead of converting at a time, convert line by line. Sir, here also line by line, here also line by line. Observe the difference. Suppose right now I am going to give a speech. Assume the speech consists of 10 sentences. My speech consists of 10 sentences. My speech is in English language. Suppose you don't know English, you know Telugu language. Immediately what required? Immediately one translator is required. The purpose of translator is converting my 10 sentences of English into your Telugu. Okay. There two types of translations are there. First one is, I complete all my 10 sentences first. I complete all my 10 sentences. Now the translator at a time convert my 10 sentences into Telugu. At a time convert my 10 sentences into Telugu at a time. That is one scenario. What is the second one? First I complete first line. Once the line is completed, the translator convert the line into Telugu. Immediately come back. I am moving to second line. So once my second line English completed, translator convert into Telugu. I think you got it. Line by line. Why? What is the difference? At a time, line by line. So what is the advantage of line by line? Simple thing. For example, here we have some error. This is some error. This is some error. This is some error in your program. Assume your program have three errors. Even though errors in the program, compiler converts. Compiler converts. But what the interpreter do? First line 1, okay, converted. Then line 2, okay, converted. Coming to line 3 has an error. Whenever an error occurred, it stops the remaining conversion. Directly show the error to the user. Even though if you have an error in the sense, what is the need of conversion? Wastage of time. What is the need of conversion? Simply it is waste. That is the reason. Line by line conversion. Line by line conversion. Clear the point? So that is the difference between compiler and interpreter. C language supports compiler. I think you listened. C language supports compiler. Python supports interpreter. Python supports interpreter. Okay. Now, you know, You are selected the Python language. You are writing your program in Python. You are writing your program in Python, and that Python is converted into mission level language by using one interpreter. Okay, so your option is Python. Immediately, our first question, many programming languages are there. Why we are using Python? Yes or no? The next question is why we are using Python? I have different answers. I have not a single reason. I have multiple reasons are there for selecting Python. Okay. Now, first one is I will explain one simple program. Even though you don't know anything, no problem. Even though you don't know anything, ignore that one. I will explain one simple program. My program is print some message welcome. This is a simple program printing some message welcome. Okay. Now, first I will write the program in C language. I will write the program in C language. Understand? Based on this one, you only selected the Python hash include stdio.h return type main printf welcome. So ignore all the things, even though you don't know, no problem. So this is the program for printing one just to welcome message. To print just to welcome message, you are writing this program in C. Coming to Java. Suppose how to write the program for printing welcome in Java? In Java, class sample. Now public static void main string args of system dot out dot println welcome. This is the program for printing the welcome message in Java. Now coming to Python. Coming to Python. Print welcome. Completed program. This is my first point. I think based on the program only you understand why Python simple compared to remaining programming language. The syntax of Python is very easy, and at the same time the size of the program is also very less. Observe here also. First, you need to include the header file, main, one printf statement. Here, class name, main, some printf statement. Here, directly we are writing a single sentence print. We are printing the message. This much easy Python programming. Python is this much easy. Okay, this is one choice for selecting the Python. One choice for selecting the Python. My second one is suppose C is a procedure oriented programming. So procedure oriented, procedure means functions. C language, every your program is divided into different functions, that is different procedures. Mainly it depends on the concept of procedure oriented. Anyway, right now not required. Yes. Coming to Java, Java is an object-oriented programming. So generally programs are categorized into procedure-oriented, object-oriented, etc. C satisfies the principles of procedure-oriented. Java satisfies object-oriented. I think procedure-oriented have some advantages at the same time, some disadvantages. Object oriented has also some advantages, some disadvantages. But coming to Python, coming to Python, Python is both procedure oriented programming and object oriented programming. That means whatever the features that is supported by C, all those are implemented by using Python. So the features that are supported by Java, all those are implemented by using Python. This is my second point. Instead of learning these two languages, if you learn only one, it is clear. Now, why Python? Third point. I give you one more reason. Simply the applications. Applications. If you know the applications in the sense, it is very easy. What are the different applications of Python? Simple sense A to Z. I think you understand. A to Z means Python is used in any type of application. Python is used in any type of applications. Anyway, I will categorize the application. The first one is simply some desktop GUI applications. GUI in the sense graphical user interface. GUI interface, graphical user interface. I think you know the graphical user interface. Everyone know. So how do you open my computer? Simply one icon. This PC is visible in your desktop. By clicking on this PC, automatically your computer is opened. That means graphical user interface in the sense it provides an interaction between the user and application. Such type of applications are developed. That means any GUI applications are developed by using Python. For that, we have some predefined modules. Again, why Python? Everything is already defined. Remember, here Python 99% you no need to write any program. Already almost all the everything in Python is already defined in modules. Your simple thing is if it is available, how to use. For example, GUI application. One module is there. The module name is Tinker. Tinker is one module. If you are, this module contains all the functions that are used for developing GUI application. Now those is Tinker along with some other modules are also there. Now one application. Another one is web application. I think you observe desktop application in the sense a software that is installed in your system. Example like VLC media player. VLC media player, simple thing. It is installed in your system. Such type of applications are developed by using Python. Next one, web application. Web application in the sense any application that uses internet. That means by using Python, you can develop any application that uses internet. IRCTC, that is a application. We can develop that application by using internet that sorry by using Python and access through internet like this. Okay, for developing the web applications we have different frameworks. Right now the most popular framework is Django web framework. Right now the Django web framework is most popular one. Along with Django we have another one also there, Flask, Bottle, Clone. So some other modules are already there. Generally right now Django plays very crucial role for developing the web applications. Very crucial role for developing the web applications. Now by using Python you can develop any type of software. You can develop any type of softwares. That means suppose a software that is used to support one language, a software that is used to build some control systems, a software that is used to perform some testing operations. You can develop any type of softwares. But next one is the most important. By using Python you can develop any scientific application. Any scientific application, simply artificial intelligence or machine learning applications. By using Python, we can develop some machine learning applications. Okay, what are the different machine learning applications? Different machine learning, that is for scientific, different modules are NumPy, Pandas. In the content, I will give you this one: Matplotlib, SciPy, Scikit-learn. These are the some of the modules that are used for machine learning application. So that means all these modules consist of lot of information. Just to we simply use this one. Next to business applications. Next one, business applications. Business applications in the sense e-commerce applications, Amazon, Flipkart, like that. E-commerce applications are also developed by using business applications. Suppose for doing business, we have one module, Triton. This is a predefined module which consists of some methods that are used for doing business applications, audio applications, video based applications. That means we can design any application that perform multimedia tasks. Multimedia task in the sense audio applications and audio and video applications. For example, PYGLET. This is one module. This is one module. Suppose GStreamer. This is one module. That means what is the module? Python. Everything is already defined. Simply you have to use. Everything is already defined. You need to know where that is available. Where that particular thing is available. And simply you can use. Suppose these are some of the modules. If you are using these modules, you can develop audio video applications and CAD applications, 3D CAD applications. CAD means computer aided design applications. That means CAD is used for designing some plans, designing some architectures. Simple thing, 3D representations. CAD is used for 3D representations of a system. For that also different modules are used. Suppose RCAM is one module. Suppose Fandango is another module for implementing 3D. Observe here many applications. Suppose enterprise application. Enterprise application in the sense simply bankings. Python is used for banking applications. Open ERP. This is the module. Open ERP. This is the module. We can use in image processing. You can use in image processing. Image processing in the sense OpenCV is the module. Observe. I think you understand why Python. By using Python, you can develop any type of application. Any type. You can take any type of application by using Python. You can develop application. These are the reasons for developing Python. Sorry, for these are the reasons for you are using Python programming language. For Python programming language. Okay. In the next session, I entered into different versions of Python, how to install Python in your system. We will discuss all those basic things in the next session. All those basic things in the next session. Okay. Right now, if you have any doubt, you can ask your doubts or ping the message. Not a problem. Anyone? If it is clear, give some message. Clear. Okay. Nothing, sir. Okay. We also got job help, right? Yes. Yes. Any other else? In the next session we entered into, again I'm repeating, we entered into what are the different versions, how to install the Python software, what are the different flavors of Python. We will discuss the again the basic things for enter into Python. I think today the topic is clear.